Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
We begin tonight with new information. Police have released surveillance photos of a suspect involved in an armed robbery. Thanks for joining us tonight. Fargo police are looking for this man. He's described as a white man, about 5'10", wearing blue jeans, striped sweatshirt, and a fabric skull mask. Police posted the pictures on their Facebook page and say the suspect is considered armed and dangerous and should not be approached. The suspect got away with money and some merchandise from the Phillips Travel Center in Fargo on Wednesday. An employee was closing the store when the man entered the store and demanded money. Police set up a perimeter, used a canine, and tried to track the suspect, but the dog picked up a scent for just a short time and then lost it. Anyone with information is asked to contact Fargo police right away. It's a sea of hats, gloves, and coats outside. It is chilly. Winter's here, all right. But will we need those gloves and hats tonight? Let's toss it over to Hutch Johnson for a look at our Friday forecast. Hutch?
I say that answer is yes, because we've gone through quite a transition over the last several days, and it's going to be chilly. The good news is we do not have the wind that we've had the last several days. Snow showers continue, possibly along the international border, but for most of us, the evening looks very quiet weather-wise. Light winds, but cold temperatures in the low 20s, and by bedtime tonight, Stephanie, will be down to the teens. So yes, those gloves will come in handy. It looks like another frigid overnight. This morning, we woke with temperatures in the single digits and teens, low teens here in Fargo. 13 that low. It looks like even colder for tomorrow morning, but warmer weather is around the corner. I'll tell you how long that corner is.
Yes. It's not incredibly long, but it's at least a good length.
Right, correct.
Okay, thanks, Hutch.
You bet.
Well, we've all seen images of victims of war and natural disasters all around the world. Now, there's a way you can lend a helping hand right from your own home, and it costs you nothing except your time. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson takes us to what would seem like an unlikely place to learn about this, UND's geography department.
Most of us simply don't have the resources to jump on a plane, roll up our sleeves, and lend a helping hand when disasters strike around the world. But now, at maybe the last place in the world you think of, they've been showing people how to help. Here at UND's geography department, they've been showing people how to take part in a U.S. State Department project called MapGive. Volunteers look at satellite photos and trace roads and buildings.
Geospatial data helps various relief organizations, USAID, Peace Corps, the Red Cross, and so on.
Whether they want to get supplies or people to the scene, they need to know where they can get there.
Exactly. They need to know where to get there, where to give supplies, maybe where to put in a relief center.
The problem is that many underdeveloped countries simply don't have detailed maps that let relief agencies quickly plan how to get planes, people, and supplies to remote locations. The software on MapGive lets you use your computer to trace roads and outline buildings from satellite photos. Other detailed information is updated by experts. It's information that can help relief agencies respond quicker and save lives.
Not all of us can jump on a plane and go to Sri Lanka or Nepal and actually, you know, provide direct help, but at least we can do something. I mean, even a small thing can help.
In Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
Oh, if you'd like to take part in this project or learn more about it, we have a link online. Just go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. Minnesota is working to end homelessness for veterans. By the end of this year, the Minnesota Department of Veterans Affairs created a Minnesota Homeless Veteran Registry earlier this year to help reach that goal. And just weeks ago, the state offered an incentive for landlords that want to rent to homeless veterans. The state says their registry has had 456 homeless veterans so far this year. And of that number, they say 266 veterans have been housed. A local veteran who works with homeless vets says he's happy that Minnesota is taking these steps to get veterans off the streets and into homes, but he says more needs to be done.
It's just a temporary fix. Until we have a permanent, solid solution in the place, we're going to be still battling this homelessness problem.
The Gladys Ray Shelter in Fargo says that they see about 10 homeless veterans a day take part in their veteran drop-in center. As the fear for ISIS grows, a new report ranks Minnesota second for the number of people charged with joining ISIS. Coming up tonight at 6, Valley News Team's Bradford Eric investigates these numbers and what it means for our community. The Minnesota Department of Natural Resources says the investigation into illegal hunting practices on the property of Walter Palmer is ongoing. Now, Palmer is the Minnesota dentist who was known for killing the famed African lion Cecil the lion. He was later cleared in that investigation by African officials. But during the first weekend of this year's deer gun season, a hunter near the Barnesville, Minnesota property that he owns says she saw people chasing deer with vehicles and keeping them on Palmer's property, which is illegal. The DNR says there's no time limit on how long the investigation will take, and these can be difficult cases to prove. Cass County Sheriff's Office investigators say that a Horace, North Dakota man was hurt by an explosion from an illegal firework. Deputies were called to the home of 58-year-old Stephen Green yesterday afternoon. Investigators say Green suffered a serious injury to his right hand when an illegal firework similar to an M80 blew up. He was taken to a Twin Cities hospital for treatment. Minnesota's safe harbor law went into effect last year in an effort to stop sex trafficking, and earlier this week, the law's first year evaluation overview was released. The safe harbor law aims to ensure the minors sold for sex trafficking are treated as victims instead of delinquents. It also makes sure they're given assistance through a number of services statewide. The review shows minors ranging from 9 to 17 years old receive services through the program. The regional navigator for the Safe Harbor program says one of the most prominent ways sex trafficking and exploitation occurs is through the internet. And lawmakers are going after the CEO of Backpage.com, the website known to accept online ads for pimps who are selling children for sex. Washington Bureau Chief Jacqueline Policastro reports from Capitol Hill, where this CEO did something that shocked members of Congress.
This is the empty seat where Backpage.com CEO Carl Farrar should have been sitting.
This subcommittee would respect any valid assertion of Fifth Amendment privilege. But there's no privilege not to show up.
Frustrated lawmakers say they plan to refer Farrar to the Department of Justice for criminal contempt. It's a step this Senate committee hasn't taken in more than 30 years. Lawmakers say the website is a hub for human trafficking, especially sex trafficking of children. In an effort to bring more attention to the issue of sex trafficking, John Walsh from America's Most Wanted came to the congressional hearing with a message for the CEO of Backpage.com.
You're a coward. It's all about money.
Walsh told us Backpage.com screens the ads they receive and actually changes them to make it harder for law enforcement to catch pimps.
The buyers of sex with children are the #1 offenders. They should be in jail. And the pimp that trafficked that child should be in jail. And the facilitator of that ad to put that pimp and that child together with that pervert, that's a crime.
Walsh calls the website a shopping mall for people who want to exploit children, saying he's been trying for 3 years to help Backpage.com flag and report posts advertising children for sex. The CEO won't listen to him or to members of Congress.
They're making a joke out of this committee, and they're going to pay.
Reporting on Capitol Hill, I'm Jacqueline Policastro.
Now, experts say it is important for parents to monitor their kids' social media sites and look for websites like Backpage.com as well as Craigslist. Here's your chance to get some shopping done before Black Friday while feeling good about helping local charities. The annual event is this Sunday at the West Acres Mall in Fargo from 6 to 9 p.m. Tickets are only $5, and all the proceeds go to more than 75 local charities in the area. Now, over the years, the events raised about $40,000 a year. While shoppers can feel good about giving back, they also get some exclusive deals and have chances to win door prizes.
It's a wonderful night. For the past 17 years has just been a way that we feel we can give back to our community as well as provide a really great experience for our customers.
And don't leave the kids at home for this. Santa will also be there having milk and cookies with the kids. Don't forget this weekend, we are your Bison station. Join us for the Farmers Union Insurance Bison Football pregame show starting tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. We'll be talking about all the seniors playing in their final regular season home game. And then just keep it right here on KVLY. You can catch the whole game on KVLY and statewide on the NBC North Dakota Network at 2:30. Brake issues, light issues, still ahead tonight. Why you want to get your car fixed if you own a Hyundai.
Heading out the door this morning was cold. We had temperatures in the single digits and lower teens. More cold air for your Saturday kickoff temperature, but it does warm up. I'll have details in your hour-by-hour forecast next.